Microsoft offers two AI tools, Copilot and Copilot Studio, but both serve very different purposes. Let's break down the key differences and which one's right for your business. Let's get into it. Copilot is built into Microsoft 365 and is designed to enhance user productivity. It generates content, summarizes documents, and helps automate everyday tasks, ready to use straight out of the box. Copilot Studio, on the other hand, lets you build custom AI assistants but with deeper automation. If configured correctly, these can act more like an AI agent, taking action based on rules or workflows rather than just responding to queries. Security is a big factor. Copilot works within users' existing permissions, so if access isn't carefully managed, sensitive data, such as payroll records, could surface in the query. With Copilot Studio, you've got more control. You can limit the AI's queries to certain data sets. This could be SharePoint, databases, or even external websites, ensuring users only access approved information, which is crucial for handling confidential data. Copilot is licensed per user, meaning costs scale with the number of employees using it. Copilot Studio is priced per query, making it a better option for organizations that need centralized AI assistance rather than individual licenses for every user. For around £200 per month, this will give you 25,000 queries. Now, let's take a look at a practical example. In true Blue Peter fashion, here's a chatbot we made earlier. Meet our own AI agent, Marvin. Woof! Right, so let's jump into the Copilot Studio. Let's go on the left here. So we've got our agents. If we click into Marvin, watch the spinning wheel. Okay, so here we go. We can see we've got our wonderful dog, Marvin. He's a comical, friendly, dog-themed AI assistant. So within the overview here, this is where we're giving you an introduction of who Marvin is. So it's kind of building the character to know what he's like, the way he's going to answer your questions. So this could be his humour, certain responses that he needs to know. So we've got our task instructions. For example, number 10 here, we've got Marvin's got to sign off with paw prints, only 25% of the time. This really allows you to build kind of personal character for your AI assistant. And we've got a few key factors in here. So we've got only provide safe for work and legal responses. So this is really restricting things like data breaches, kind of inappropriate behaviour that it could give out in terms of what it's learning. It can't use things like Microsoft Sites, MS Docs or Office 365. And we mentioned earlier that we're going to actually limit the knowledge. So if we go into the knowledge tab here, you can see Marvin, our AI dog, can only look at these 3 SharePoint sites. We've got our internal policies, archive cases and active cases. Let's jump into internal policies for an example. So you can see here we've got a basic SharePoint site and we've got some fantastic created documents which we've used AI for. Open one of these up. So you can see here we've put a basic Word document together, bit of information around our company's IT policies, security, acceptable use, etc. So this just shows our Marvin dog. He can only look at these 3 places for knowledge. That means he can't go out to the internet. So he couldn't give you any live data. He's literally looking what's in here. This is a fantastic case for if you've got HR queries or you've got a certain team working on documents that you just need them to review them. We can pick this up from in here. Now we've shown you the back end. Let's jump into Teams. You can see we've got our Marvin dog. He's appeared within our Teams channel. For our first example, we're going to base this on, say it was a solicitor's practice. We've got a legal case, working with several documents. There's quite a lot of data to read, and we just need to bring a few members of staff up to date on where the case is up to. So let's go and ask Marvin. We'll ask him what's the latest on the Smith and Jones case. You see Marvin the dog, he's working away there, checking the documents for us now. Okay, so we've asked it there, what's the latest update on the Smith versus Jones case? You can see he's responded with an answer. And if you check the bottom corner there, we've got a 1. So this is giving us the document that it's referring to where it's pulled the data from. So as you can see, we've asked it a question. It's given us a nice quick summary of that. Marvin doesn't just fetch updates. He helps communicate these to clients as well. So we're going to get Marvin now. He's going to draft us an email that we can send to the client. There you go. You can see that was quite a quick response from him. So you can see Marvin there. He's come back. He's drafted us an external email that we can send to the clients. I've touched on before, security is the key. We showed you in the back end before, we're not allowing this chatbot to go out and search for data. So we say, can you tell me the weather for this week? As this chatbot can only talk to the SharePoint site, it shouldn't be able to return any data on this query for us. There you go. So it's saying, I don't have any real-time access to data, so I can't provide you the weather forecast. But it's given us some suggestions of where we could get it from, but it's not actually bringing us any data back. So it's just showing that it's a secure source of data within SharePoint. So another great example where this can be used. A lot of the times new starters, there's a lot of policies that need to be reading. This could be HR, internal. And you just need to ask a quick question. So in this example, I'm treating myself. I'm going away with work next week to New York. And I want to know what limits there are financially for me going away and if it's all right for me to fly business class. There you go. So it's come back with the data for us, and it's broke down each individual document so we can see all the number ones there. So that's given some really good information. I can stay in a 4 to 5 star hotel, which is fantastic. And yeah, I can fly business class. And if you look, the dog's even signed off with his paw prints. As we showed you before, he's allowed to do that 25% of the time.
But can you stay in a 3-star hotel?
4's minimum, 5's desirable. Yeah, it's saying submit our claims in 30 days. So you can see how quick that was coming back. So for this example, if we had an HR chatbot, we could save a lot of time, effort for staff answering mundane queries. Within a few seconds, we've already got loads of useful information back that would normally be a few emails back and forth. It's there straight away for you. This just shows how powerful this tool could be. I think for your business, you could look at chatbots, say for HR. You could even look at IT, so you could have some basic queries. The IT team could build a knowledge base with just basic support. So a user needs a new mobile phone, for example. You could have a chatbot, which can then say, yep, to get a new mobile phone, you need to fill out X form, and it'll give you the link to the form. So it's really empowering it and saving staff's time doing mundane work, answering basic questions. So rather than giving everyone Copilot licenses, Marvin lets you control who gets access to what. Exactly. With Marvin, you can limit access to only the right data you need. So that's reducing the risk of what users can see and really enabling your business to control access and security. Yeah. So I hope you can see from what we've just shown you the power of what AI can do, what value this will bring to the business. And we're just getting started. We're expanding Marvin to help contract management. So instead of digging through endless files, we can instantly pull key terms of contract, renewal dates at a glance. Okay, that's a wrap. How do you think it went? Yeah, I think that went well. What about you, Marv?